ask me what I'm coaching right. I said, bro, I'm coaching life. I said, bro, I'm coaching life. They asked me what I'm coaching right. I said, bro, I'm coaching life. I said, bro, I'm coaching life.
Fucking costumes on to do shit. Yeah, you gonna get straight, but at what cost? You know what I'm saying? And how you feel when you do this shit for you, 100% for you. You could grind and stay up for 5 or 6 days and not really be tired because it's for you. You know what I'm saying? Like motherfuckers be at work and be bummed out. Fuck, I'm in this bitch. It's cause you in that bitch for him. You're not in there for you. We in this bitch for us, so just grind for yourself and you just gonna get this shit done, man. And just do.
Word to Currency.
Word to Currencies.
Yeah,
Respect. That was inspirational.
That's a whole like mindset that I've tried to start bringing into this podcast shit. That's what I enjoyed about that clip. It just showed our mind state more than anything. How we creating things. Because that Dad episode, man.
Had Pops on. Shout out Pops, man. We appreciate you, Dad, man.
Reviewing Batman, Press A, killing the hosting as far as keeping us in line. It's perfect, bro.
And it was a line I thought of while watching it this week. I should have said it. It was a one-liner when Zay and Dad were talking about when Batman fell in the water and he came out and Dad was like, it was like a baptism. I should have said it was the baptism, yo.
The baptism.
And then I was like, yo, why?
Marco.
Yo.
You got to deliver those, man.
It came in my mind afterwards, though, when we was watching it.
It happens like
this
that,
is an organic combo.
Because sometimes, I will forget names or the name of a movie or something. I'll remember it while I'm listening back immediately.
Yeah.
It's like, why can't I remember in the moment? But that's because still rookies to this shit.
Facts.
Somewhat.
Nah, we legends.
Even though we coming up on 4 years.
Bro, we coming up.
It's almost 4 years.
Press Zay, we got big business, man.
This month is going to be 4 years, bro. Like 2018 is when we started, towards the end of April. I got to get the correct date so we make sure we do something this time. Because we forgot to do something for 200, but we got to do something for 4 years.
Yeah.
This is, that's what is that? 4 years old, a toddler? We got a little, you know what I'm saying? Good little episode. Way too many episodes now.
Yeah.
Way consistent. Haven't missed. Even though we took a week off, technically, we still gave y'all an episode with the Dad Man.
One day.
Come on, man. That was 2 episodes in one day. That was very fun. Yeah. We enjoyed all of that.
But and that was, again, great. And I love that we got to get into a different lane with it, doing something different, So it was just fun to do.
And was that? I saw the comment on YouTube. I don't know if that was that your mom that commented? Yo, she gave us the crazy shout out. I got to start working on my profanity. She's right. I could use my words better than that. I shouldn't be using so much profane language, yo.
Nah, I
got to switch it up.
I feel like with me, I have to wear a mask every day. This is my safe space. I'm going to do what I want. Like, no disrespect. And I really try not to be OD, but it's free space. We got to be all...
Gotta be
perfect
authentic
at work and stuff every day. Like, bro, I'm good.
Nah, but she was clowning around. Yo.
Yeah.
She be like, be mad.
It wasn't any malice in it. I found it funny as hell because she was right.
Y'all tighten up.
We did it without even thinking. We didn't even think about that.
And shout out moms because I am going to tighten up around my pops. Facts. I respect that man.
Moms
we call him
pops.
Dad Man because he's a superhero to us. Like, bro, I gotta respect pops, bro. Like,
that is really how I've looked at it.
Yeah, like, because even when I was at my wildest, when I come in the house, I'm not gonna be doing no wild stuff around Dad. Like, yeah, nah. But yo, yesterday was a big day. I need you to give me the breakdown on how everything went with the big day, and I want you to introduce it because that's.
So it was an amazing day. We recording on Sunday, so this is the day after the wedding of my boy that we had on one of the recent visual episodes. My guy Mike, we had him through. He kind of talked about it a little bit on there, and then I think that was a little bit before our trip, too, when we recorded that episode. So that was who I went to Mexico with. Man, that was some... I don't even know how to describe that. Like, I couldn't even get into the mode where I wanted to write down topic, because a lot of times, if I catch something, I'll write down the topic real quick on the little topics list.
Yeah.
Podcast topics list. It was just too much happening, and I had to stay alert and make sure I was on my ones, because I thought I was going to get drunk and be wilding. But I was like, no, I got to make sure my guys having
it was
a great
way
time.
too elegant of an affair.
If anything, he should be the most drunk out of any of us.
Yeah.
More than anything. So, and he was perfect the whole night. So I was like, I can't slip up.
Yeah.
But man, we killed that shit. As far as from us getting there on time. Everything worked out for the most part. We had a
Fits was
little couple
clean.
hiccups. The fits
fits was
was
clean.
dope. The pants, we ain't gonna lie, yo. Some of the pictures, if they come out later, the pants was a little thick at the bottom, but we held it. We held our own.
Yeah.
On the rental from Men's Warehouse, yo. Know what I'm saying they got
everybody look clean.
Men's.
And Men's Warehouse, holla at
What
your
are y'all
boy,
doing,
I can help
bro?
y'all with the dapper.
Go talk to somebody
It's
in the
not hard,
community
it just
to
has
understand
fit.
what we wearing. Yo. I
It's
don't
not
know.
hard. It just has to fit.
Nah, man, but
It's too many materials.
The bridesmaids killed it. They had all of they had 2 coordinators, so they had us really in line. They was really communicating with us the whole time, keeping us focused on what the next task was to get through, because it was really an event. Mm-hmm. My boy's Nigerian, so it was like a whole little
it looked like a movie.
Coming to America type shit
like
coming into that
that
joint,
shit was
dog.
fire, dog.
I enjoyed all of that. That was
look at
one
all
of
of
the
y'all
best
stories.
I have a resting bitch face that I can't really get rid of in most elements of my life, but that night I tried my best to keep that shit off because it just felt genuine.
Yeah.
Because you're around his
That's
family.
A happy moment. That's a blessing.
I haven't really been around his family outside of his moms and pops, but I never really met like most of his family.
That's
I didn't even
hard.
really meet his sister like that throughout. Like she was younger though, but his brother, I knew Sammy. Sammy was a part of the groomsmen as
Sammy.
well. Sammy killed it as well, man. We just Toby, the best man. He coming through soon. We'll have him eventually.
Shout out Toby.
We definitely having Toby, and when Toby killed his duties, man, he killed it.
Yeah,
he
that's
did exactly what he was supposed to do as a best man, yo. When he got introduced, my man, yo, this dance moves, that's one nigga I'm putting up against anybody, yo. Chris Brown, fuck you. Toby got you, bro. No, I'm not saying fuck you, Chris Brown, but no, his dance moves
Toby
might
got
be
the
able to
moves.
stay toe to toe with you for at least a certain portion. He getting a little older, so I don't know if he could keep going for a long time. But nah, my man was definitely hype about this, and it was a good moment.
That's what's up. Yo.
Mike enjoyed himself. We got good news from the homies too. That's not something to announce, but just everything as far as the elevations that we continue to see without any hate. It's like pure,
I love that.
genuine
I love that the
love.
most.
Like when
That's
we
so
hear something
respectful.
that's happening, we get excited more than we
That's as
start
you should.
thinking like, oh, why
As you
can't I
should.
do this type shit?
As you
That's
should.
why these are like that. I've known Mike since 9th grade. So this is probably one of my longest standing friends as far as like consistency. As far as us knowing each other and talking and going and hanging out and shit like that. We've talked to each other for years now. And nothing has changed.
And he's
Niggas
always
exactly
been the same.
yo.
Yeah, y'all all been the
He
same.
just elevated in different levels in his life, and it's beautiful to see, yo. Family, his moms was there, the dance. I slightly teared up a little bit, yo, when he was dancing with his moms.
Of course.
It's my guy.
Of course.
It's my guy. But I held it down.
Yeah.
Had a good-ass crab cake. The food, goddamn.
Crab cakes.
I know they paid bread for that. It was
Crab
jumbo
cakes.
lump shit. It wasn't no
Crab
bullshit, man.
Crab cakes.
They really hit us with the jumbo lump crab meat, man.
That sounds amazing.
Pause. I don't know if that needed to be paused.
Jumbo lump crab meat is delicious. If you feel uncomfortable about that, yo, you crazy because
that
it's
is
delicious.
wild. No, it was good, man. They open bar.
Yeah.
That's why I'm saying I was happy I didn't wild out because I could have wild out, and nobody really wild out. Everybody kept it really kosher.
It's because it was so nice of an event.
Yeah,
Like, you
the
couldn't be
establishment
that guy
we was
there,
at
yo.
too. You can't
Yeah,
really
nah,
wild out
don't do
there.
that.
I remember
You
when
the
we
classy
pulled
guy.
up to the spot. It was 2 Lamborghini trucks in the front of the joint. I don't know whose they were. They weren't. I don't think they were a part of the wedding because I would have wanted to just talk to them. Like, yo, when'd you cop that shit? And where? Why would you drive that down there? It was mad cobblestone down there. You was driving over the cobblestone with the Lambo truck?
Yeah, that's wild.
That's
how
when you don't
know
care.
got too much wealth.
Yeah, that's when you know you don't
I'm not
care.
concerned about the.
You don't even care about your wear and tear on
the
your
structural
vehicle.
integrity of my.
Come on, man.
my vehicle.
2 of them joints down there. Big, beautiful looking.
That's hard.
But it was a good time, man. Good time. That's all I can really say. Overall, good time. I didn't get home too late. That's why I was able to come through and do the episode.
Mm-hmm.
Still feel pretty good. A little tired, but other than that, good to go, man.
That's what's up, yo.
Salute to my guy, Mike. And
Shout
Sade.
out Mike, yeah. And Sade, congratulations to y'all, man. That's a big milestone. Happy and proud.
Hustlers too, man. Check out Sade's
bosses.
little skin line, though. She got the Luxor skincare. I use that. It's down right now because they about to go on their honeymoon, so she gonna get everything popping
Bosses.
probably once she get back. But check out Luxor skincare. Get a little bit of the story. Definitely follow her on Instagram and everything.
Yeah. My YouTube algorithm got a little dark, bro.
It
I
did?
think I started. Know what
Did
happened?
you have anything that happened? Because it's been like 2 weeks. You been doing anything?
Just
what you was
working,
doing
yo.
with? What you do with your week off? Because we had a week off technically, a weekend off from the podcast?
Oh, I went to Tom's Tavern actually, and I was paranoid as hell in there, yo. I think I got PTSD from the pandemic.
You thought you saw
whenever
shiesty
it's too
in
many
there,
people
yo.
around, yo, I be getting on my noise shit now. I'm like,
Mike
yo,
thought it
that
was
shit really
shiesty in
affected
there,
me, yo.
That's funny as hell.
Nah, cause I really haven't been out like that. Like
Exactly.
me going out, like when
That's
I
why
first
I wanted to
when the
know what
pandemic
happened,
hit,
man. How was it? Was a good
It
time.
was a good
though?
time. It was hilarious, bro.
But you went out like you supposed to as an adult. You went out slightly earlier
Yeah,
in the day,
6:30.
right?
We was out of there by 10, yo.
You could go home and get a good, decent sleep in.
Yeah. It was a good time though. That was a good time, and I've been just going out and just getting food.
Was it
yo.
karaoke that night? No.
They didn't have nothing going on a Saturday night.
They probably still trying to. Are they still trying to build back? How long they been open?
It was nice in there as far as no, it looked the same.
Yeah.
But apparently they built up the outside part because I guess that's what they was doing during the pandemic.
Okay. Shout out to Tom's.
Yeah,
Tavern.
Tom's Tavern. It was a good time. They still pour ridiculously strong drinks. Like now, that's how I know I'm old. I had 2 drinks and I was hurt.
Lit.
Yo.
Yeah, you had to chill.
Extra weed.
That's how
like,
it was yesterday for me. I was like, yo, I thought I was
Sweating.
talking a lot of smack as far as going into the whole wedding.
Yeah.
On the group chat that we have, because we got, of course, the group chat pop. I'm like, yo, I'm about to be wildin'.
Mm-hmm.
I sent that. Did you see that video that Snoop Dogg posted of that black dude pop locking in Japan?
Nah.
He was smoking the moves, yo. I was like, that's gonna be me that night, yo. That's how drunk I'm gonna be. And if Mike was dying laughing. But of course that didn't happen.
Good.
Because I realized after that second one, it was like, yo, I'm wild buzz. I'm starting to sweat and everything.
Yeah.
It's like, no, I can't have this. So I stopped drinking immediately. Didn't start for like another 3 hours before I even grabbed another cup. And that was it for that night.
That's the
Some
responsible
wine.
way.
It was like a 8-9 hour day, yo. So it was like, it was a long day, man. But the ladies had even longer. They had to be there by like 6:15.
I mean, they got to do
We
their
ain't leave till
makeup,
10 o'clock.
hair, everything. Like, and
they
that's serious business.
They looked great, man.
Yeah.
Killed it as far as all of the fits.
That's serious
Sade
business.
knew what she was doing.
That's big.
Yeah, man. But anything else with your week?
Nah, I told you. I got into a dark YouTube rabbit hole.
Hear
yo.
the rabbit hole that you
So
went down.
when you was like, yo, I be listening to like random like interrogation videos and stuff like that. I watched this one interrogation. It was like this dude that was like a murderer, yo, and it was kind of creepy. And then my algorithm just changed, yo. It's mad weird stuff now, yo. Have you ever heard of the guy named Randy Stair?
No.
So basically, he was a YouTuber like back when it was like not popular to be a YouTuber, like 2012, 2011. This motherfucker was like a mass murder serial killer. And he talked about doing the shit the whole time. Like he was obsessed with, what's that show with the ghost that used to be on Nickelodeon when we was like getting older? It was like Fairly Odd Parents than that. Danny Phantom.
Oh, okay.
Danny Phantom. He was like obsessed with
Oh, I've seen that.
Yeah.
I've
The
actually
nigga turned
seen
into
that exact
he really
one.
was a serial killer.
And then he went and killed people at a
store.
grocery store. That was
I was
wild.
like, what the fuck? And he was talking about this shit the
Fam,
whole time. They
I
even
watched
let him
it.
cop a shotgun. His people took
He was
him.
copping wild weapons. And they was just letting it go down because they just thought he was him.
And he was talking about he was going to do some evil
Yo,
shit.
he's been saying this.
For
This nigga
years.
Doesn't believe that
Like,
he's
yo, we
even
need to get
in
this
this.
nigga checked
he
out,
does-
yo.
he
It's
didn't
not
even
funny
believe
no
that
more,
he was
yo.
in this realm. He thought he was in a whole nother realm, living with them and everything.
He said he was.
No, we
yeah.
got to get him some help immediately.
Nah, I think it was know what I got from it? Because I got deep on it. I was like, let me be the detective, like the dude from the center that just sit there and listen to him. It was a cry for attention, yo.
Yeah,
I
it
just
was.
don't think his parents paid attention to him, yo. Because you remember he was extra emotional about everything, yo. And they probably just was like, yo, he just emotional again, yo.
Yeah, man, but they just go to so fucking like.
Yeah, why
dark
would you go
lengths.
shoot?
Yeah, like, just for
Shoot
no
your-
attention?
Yeah.
Just say you're not getting attention. I think that would bring the attention, no?
And if you really feeling crazy and you want to harm somebody, harm yourself. Don't go shoot random people at work. First off, they was working at a grocery store. It's like, bro, we all don't want to be here. It's life, yo. Everybody has something that they can complain about, yo. Why would you do that?
That's interesting, man.
But yeah, that was wild.
Because Kurt Warner would have never made it where he made it if he had that kind of ideology, son.
Yeah. But that was wild, yo. I didn't know they had like interviews like that. And they had actual footage of this nigga.
That shows you how dark my algorithm is, because I seen that like 2 years ago.
I didn't know. I literally watched that one
I just forgot about it.
video and
I
then
know
it, like,
exactly
popped
what
up.
you was talking about. No, that shit was dark. He
Yeah.
thought he was really out of this world.
Yeah. Did you see the Pusha T Arby's disc?
Before you do that, I did have a YouTube deep dive.
Oh,
well.
I want one.
Yeah, man. I'll get into the dark space as well. So I found where how you ever get robocalls? People calling, they saying like your Amazon package was ordered by mistake or something like that, but it'd be a whole scam.
Nah, I never got that.
Yo, it's a lot of scams going on right now. If you get a call from somebody and they tell you a package
they usually
was
call
ordered,
about like a car. They be like your car,
your insurance joint, or your insurance is about to be up. Yo, just play along with it, but don't get them no information because they scamming you.
Don't play along.
Nobody's
with it. Just
calling
hang up.
you. I like playing along with it. You never played along with it for a little bit?
No, I'll just hang up on them niggas.
I like doing that.
I don't owe you any money. What are you trying to do?
I like
Leave me
getting them
alone.
pissed off, yo, and then start really asking questions like, yo, why do you need this information? And they hang up real quick. You never been hung up? I've been hung up on by one of them niggas.
I haven't.
Because I recognize that this nigga was a scammer.
I always hang up
like,
on
what
them
the
niggas.
fuck are you doing? Get a job, nigga. Like, that's what I really want to say to him on the joint. You trying to scam all Americans. I get it. Because we are fucking wilding over here a little bit to other people's standards. But nah, you're not about to get me. You're not about to get me. Yeah. I got way too many fucking precautions in place. But anyway, the YouTube deep dive. This guy is like, I don't know where he is, but he has like 15-minute clips where he'll catch the robocallers and play into it, but he's like a hacker. So he hacks into their system a little bit. I don't know how true it is, but it seems fucking real because the guys start panicking. He'll actually hack into their camera and look at them, take a picture of them, and then send them the picture, and then you can see them panicking in that camera because he's hacked into their camera somehow.
Yo, Neo from
that
the Matrix.
shit had me dying.
On the computer.
Cause he be having them like he had this Nigerian dude one time. He was wilding, trying to get bank information. They all have the same scheme. Like, how do you not? But they catching older people, and they don't care who they catching. They just want the bread.
Yeah.
If you're a young person, you probably gonna recognize it almost automatically. Like, why the fuck are you calling me? Anything that needs to be collected is generally gonna be mailed to you. They're not gonna call you about that shit. So I'm never gonna answer the phone and be like, yo, you got X, Y, and Z and start giving up information. Like, what are you talking about?
Like, stop it. Stop it.
Who are you? You just called me. Where the fuck did you get my number from?
Yeah.
Nah, man. But the YouTube deep dive definitely allowed me down that way. Scaring the scammer is basically what it was called. I think it was scaring the scammer is what he calls it.
I'm gonna tap in.
It's an interesting little joint.
Yo, did you see that they're making a maple syrup flavored Pepsi? I don't know why these kind of things pop up on my Twitter, because
I don't think it was real. You gotta confirm shit like that.
Nah, they making maple syrup
real
Pepsi, bro.
You gotta confirm that type shit, man. Cause like that's how I felt about the Will Smith shit when it happened. I didn't believe it happened at first. That shit was crazy when I saw that shit.
That was one of those moments that made me feel like we live in the Matrix, bro.
Yeah, I just don't really want to talk about it.
Yeah, it was weird.
That was just one of them things that was wild this past week. If we would have been recording on that day or some shit like that, we would have definitely went in hardcore on that topic. But people rolled that shit into the ground. I don't even want to talk about that shit that much, man. Yeah. I did want to say, like, though.
I liked your deep dive, though, when you called me.
Yo, when I called my first reaction, I'll give him at least the first reaction. So, when it happened, I called Mike immediately, and you were asleep.
Yeah, I was in bed. I was
you didn't
I'm
even
not
believe
watching
this
the
shit
Oscars.
happened.
Like, I'm tired, bro.
Nobody was watching the Oscars, yo. That's the point of this whole thing. But I immediately just started thinking in my anime style shit. And thinking about how, you know how on Baki they start explaining like how they've been techniquing this for XYZ years. You know how this nigga always holding his hands like this?
Training and the community stands for
what if he'd have weaved it, hung, and hit this nigga with
the deft hand?
With a deft hand chop or some shit like that. That was where my mind went. I didn't go to the lengths y'all went. I was like deep diving.
Niggas
like,
just be too emotional.
I would have been out of wild. Will Smith set back the community. I ain't thinking none of that. Yeah. My initial thought was,
and it don't matter.
What if he'd have weaved and chopped this nigga, man?
Yo, the
that
weave
been
and
the
the Chris Rock
shit.
hand chop would have been hilarious.
With them weird ass hands, why does he do that?
I don't know why he does the hand.
Does he have something? I don't know, man. I don't want to say this is some physical ailment he also has. But the comedians coming out to his defense was funny as shit. Well, I said they was swarming. They was converging like the Avengers on this nigga Will, yo. They was upset. David Spade was upset. Joe Dirt was upset, Mike.
Joe Dirt.
Joe Dirt was big mad on Twitter,
the
yo.
whole cast
the fuck is Joe
Rolex
Dirt?
was about to jump him.
Yo, this nigga was talking big spicy though.
Bigelow was salty too.
Deuce Bigelow, I ain't see him on. He was on Twitter.
Nah, I don't know if he was on Twitter. I just know he was on Grown Ups and shit like that. And they fuck with each other. Like, that's hilarious. I don't know if he wanted to smoke.
Deuce wanted to smoke.
Deuce Bigelow coming
Deuce
out.
wanted to smoke, man. Definitely, because he was Chris Mann's. Yo, what's fat? Yo, Paul Blart. I know he was
Paul
big
Blart,
man.
Mall Cop.
Yeah, Paul Blart was big man.
I ain't gonna hold you. If you noticed, what was all of the common like? It was all the white comedians that was coming at.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's why I'm naming these goofy ass niggas, man. These bitch ass niggas. Who are y'all?
Yeah.
Adam Sandler, the only one I ain't see him say shit, but I know he was tight too. I know he was.
Adam might have knew the inside story though. Like, I told you stop talking to him.
He
Crazy
probably
like
did.
that, man.
He probably did.
Like he was seemed pretty upset at the party when we were at the private room.
Stop fucking with him, please, Chris.
Yeah.
Like Will not playing.
I think what was happening, because we was talking about Batman, yo. They got, for the super wealthy and famous like that, they got a club where you go to the under club and he disrespected them there.
Oh.
And that's where
the disrespect happened.
That's where
it just escalated to the real
that's where
level.
it started.
We didn't happen to see it. He
It's
just
like-
was tired of this shit.
Yeah.
You know, Chris did too much.
earlier in the affair.
And it surfaced, of course, that clip surfaced of him saying the N-word with Louis C.K. I had forgot all about that. That's when I didn't like that nigga no more. That was the immediate moment when I didn't like him anymore. I couldn't realize when I didn't like Chris anymore, and that was that point.
I'm gonna be honest, I never liked Chris Rock. Like I could say Pootie Tang, I like Pootie Tang. That was funny to me. Like outside of that, I never understood the hype. But you know, I was always like a Mike Epps type, like that type of person. Like just makes me laugh.
Did
like
you watch this joint?
I thought it was hilarious.
Let's get off this Chris shit because I don't want to talk about it anymore. This is what happened.
Mike Epps is my guy.
What you think, yo?
I feel like he always kind of reused his same joints, but it was
He knows
hilarious.
how to remix them.
It was
joints.
hilarious.
He knows how to remix the same joke.
Yo, the chicken wing.
The
when he was
chicken
like,
wing
when
joint
he
is
did the
always
he
fucking
turned around and
funny,
said, "What
yo.
you say to me?"
Yeah.
Yo, Mike Epps is my guy,
Yo,
bro.
when he said it's any fat vegans in the house tonight, yo, I was fucking dying. You could tell he was smacked at that joint though. He was a little too lifted off to whatever he was drinking and probably.
No, that's my
cheaping
man's,
on, yo,
bro.
but,
You know I love him, yo.
Mike Epps killed
Mike
it,
Epps is
man.
hilarious,
Gotta
bro.
watch that stand up. It's on Netflix.
Yeah.
People, please check that
What's
out.
it called? Mike Epps stand up. I think it's called Indiana Mike.
Okay.
Yeah, but it was
I
definitely
wasn't sure,
fire.
though, man. Nah, that was that was probably one of the most hilarious joints that I've watched. I got to watch in my free time a little bit.
Yeah, yo, I know y'all be mad because I watch a lot of trash films, and I purposely post stuff like that on my Insta story. But it was this movie, Zay. I think you DM me about it with the black dude that looked like the Flash, like some bootleg Avengers. Like he literally had an Under Armour shirt on and like a do-rag and some goggles, and that was his fit, yo. It's called The Protectors on Amazon Prime, yo. Like you want to see something really bad, but like yo, it's worth watching.
That's it?
Watch this.
Protectors.
I was dying laughing for like a whole like serious action scene. It's like this scene where he coming down with the do-rag, dodging bullets.
Yeah.
Like and he come up straight chop somebody. It's so
Yeah.
hilarious, bro. Like Zay, I think you would appreciate this secretly. You'll hate it, but you're gonna hate how you're gonna love how bad it
Some
is.
trash amazingness.
Yeah, that shit is hilarious, bro. Definitely tap into that.
Man, son, you know what I was hype about though? Over the break a little bit. Mm-hmm. Tim Tootin retweeted one of my tweets. We gotta get Tim Tootin on
Tootin,
Coach
we need
Class.
you on, bro.
We gotta get Tim Tootin on Coach Class.
I don't remember the news without you.
He's a legend.
When has-
WBL legend.
Do we remember when Tim Tootin started?
He was from birth for me, yo. That's what I feel like.
He was
Tootin
born
been
a
around that
reporter,
long.
yo?
Yeah, Tim
was
Tootin
on
been
the
around
scene.
that long. He got the
Live,
Santa Claus
local,
beard
late
now, man.
breaking.
He's definitely been around for a while. He's probably mad young when we first seen him.
Yeah.
It's Tim Tootin, though. And his name is built for Baltimore. You hear that? Tootin?
Tim
Come
Tootin.
on, bro.
Tim Tootin.
We need
That's
that.
hilarious.
We need you through on the Coach Class podcast, man.
Yeah. Yo, so you started Bel Air. How you feel about it?
It's all right. I'm really in a mode where if things start affecting me like too much emotionally, I'm not
you
trying
don't
to
like
deal
all
with
the
that
drama.
too much,
Okay.
you know, like so
Okay,
I'm
so
not.
you don't like the
I got to
drama.
take that in strides. I
love
can't
the
really
drama.
keep watching that too much. It's certain shows that I'll get through that has drama in it. But this one is not one that has drawn me to the fact that I need to watch it.
And if the drama,
I've heard everybody
and if
say
the
it was
drama
good, though.
affects you, I would say stay back
I like
from
to
it
keep
because
my
it's
mental
hella
good,
dramatic.
man.
Yeah,
People
it's
don't
hella
do that
dramatic.
enough. That's why they be sobbing online, though. Like, you just hear these sob stories. Shut up.
Oh.
Stop watching the shit you watch.
Yo, but people, people like what they like.
Damn. It's not a difficult task to just turn the shit off, though.
Yeah.
I am one of those, I do like to make sure people have the right space to express how they feel. I'm okay with that. But
Yeah.
at some point, nigga, just get off of it. Why are you letting it affect you that much?
Yeah, I think it's because
For me,
such easy access
if I
to the
keep
content,
watching
so
shit,
people
like I remember one time I was watching and this was around the time some dark shit happened to us. But what was that show that was on Netflix? About the high school kid that was like suicidal and shit like that.
Oh, I never watched that.
I watched that whole first season, nigga. That shit had me fucking down, bro. Like,
See,
for like 3 days.
I don't watch nothing that sad.
That shit had me hurting. Like, I
Yeah.
can't watch this shit. Why did I do that to myself?
Yeah.
That was self-induced. I watched it.
Yeah.
Like, yo,
I like
I can't
that.
be mad at that.
I like drama, but not that kind of drama.
Yeah, man, nah.
I feel like
But Bel Air, no, it's solid.
Drama,
It's
a good
solid
drama.
though. It's
Yeah.
good. It's not. I'm not saying it's a bad
'Cause
show.
I feel like the
Definitely
drama
watch
is
it.
heavy, but it's like
I'm cool on a lot
too
of drama
heavy.
in general. Abbott
it
Elementary, I'm
actually does get
behind
heavy.
on the last episode of Abbott. The last episode I saw was when the principal first got kind of pulled up, and we seeing like she might get fired. I think it was episode 10.
oh
And
yeah,
nigga flexed on her a little bit because he just ended up going with the joint that he was messing with.
yeah,
Yo, your boy killed that episode.
yo, funniest guy.
Who the custodian is
Yo,
right? Yo,
funniest character, yo.
man, you swayed me. You've swayed me to the
Yo,
custodian.
I already knew. I was like, they built him up. They always gave him the
Because
funniest
some of the
line.
stuff he was delivering, he was like, when they was talking about one of the committees or something like that, and then he just silently asked, "What committee is that? How I get a part of that?" Because they was talking crazy on how the committee was acting or some shit like that. I can't remember what was happening, but I haven't watched that last episode. Was it one this week?
The latest one is the best one.
Yeah,
man.
I haven't watched. I gotta watch.
I can't spoil it because I was
Damn.
about to give you something. I'm like, wait, you're not talking about what I was.
Yeah, I'm behind.
That episode is the best.
I had to
might be
finish
the
up my
best one.
outside stuff, so
Well,
I
one
made
of the
sure I
better
could
ones.
enjoy this weekend. I wanted to make sure all that was done, so I cut a lot of shit off this
Yeah.
past week. But did y'all see Roy Jones on All the Smoke?
Nah, what happened?
I tried to watch it, yo. I got rattled by the first story he told about. He was telling about how, like, I think a coyote saved his life or some shit like that, and that.
Wait, what?
There was a lot going on. And Roy Jones, I respect Roy Jones. That's all.
Yeah,
I'll
that's
say.
my guy. I can't. I'm not going to
That's all
slander
I'll
Roy
say.
Jones.
I'm not about
I'm
to
not
slander
slandering
him.
Roy Jones.
I respect Roy, but he took a lot of punches probably.
Oh man, that's.
I didn't watch the whole interview though. I gotta watch the whole thing. I just had to turn it off. It was too much happening when he
that's
started
my
talking about
mans,
the
bro.
wildlife. He said, I think it was a coyote saved his life.
What?
It was some kind of animal saved his life. Like he said,
Oh, yo, not Roy.
a
yo.
rock was about to fall on him, and if the dog hadn't done something, like, oh man, it was a lot going on in the first 2 minutes of that shit. I was
I
like,
might have to watch now. That's making me sad, yo. Not Roy. You remember how I used to like Roy
All the
Jones?
Smoke, yo.
I had the Body Headbangers
Matt
album,
Barnes
yo.
and Matt Barnes and Steven Jackson.
That's a good guess, though.
It was fascinating, man. Roy was looking, he just was looking crazy. Did y'all see the Bad Vegan on Netflix?
Nah, I started, but it was like that main lady was like getting on my
White
nerves
trust
early.
once again, yo. White trust once a fucking again.
Yeah.
Why would you believe this man is some kind of deity? Just because he knows how to talk a little bit to you, and he's showing you a couple dollars on Instagram? Stop
know.
playing with me, yo. Stop having so much trust in whites.
Yo, I didn't see it in total, but I guess they did a business venture for a restaurant.
She had a restaurant that was popping, a vegan
Okay.
restaurant that was popping in New York. He somehow finessed his way in on some dating type shit. Similar to how the Tinder swindler. Did you see that? The Tinder swindler or
I
whatever his name
didn't.
was?
I heard about it though. I
watched that one.
remember,
Similar in the same
I think
fashion
Kendra
as that.
talked about it.
Also, what's the it was a white girl one too that they had. She was a scammer as well. That's locked up now. But no, it's a similar thing. Just where or even like worse roommates. You remember how they just trusted in this man
Yeah.
because he was a lawyer and he was
That's an excellent docuseries, though.
Like, you can't type that up and you don't confirm anything?
Yeah.
Why would you not confirm that?
Yeah, especially like a criminal background.
I could type anything.
Yeah.
I could make myself look like
at your place.
ready for the presidency. If I really wanted to research how to do it, I can do that. And he did. And he finessed his way into mad apartments. Same type situation. This nigga finessed his way into making her believe that he was like, he had all this money on the back end that he was going to pay her back. So he would need like, I need like 10,000 real quick for this. Or I need like XYZ for this. And I need like this for that. Just like,
did they sign any contracts?
No, like.
So it's her fault.
So she went on a run. I think she ended up getting in trouble. She got locked up for a second, but she got out. And she's actually on this joint. So she's talking. The other guy, I don't think he ended up getting anything. But to me, you just gotta be logical. Why are you believing in this?
Yeah. And I know y'all want to protect you want to protect your mental right now, but if you get a chance, on Amazon Prime, it's a movie called Master with Regina Hall. It's like Kendra's gonna love it and hate it because it's a horror movie, but it's like it is based on The Misery, but it's like a different twist on it. Like basically, she becomes like the head. I forget what her title was at this college, like almost like not the dean, but like the head of the like that class or whatever. And she was the first black woman that was appointed at this like super prestigious college. And all this weird stuff starts happening, and I think y'all would like it. The wig was bad though in there.
You said it was Amazon?
The wig was really bad. Yes, Amazon Prime.
Yeah, man. I don't think I've watched anything too much on Amazon. I know they have that new like
it's called
spin-off.
Master, though.
They have that new spin-off series that's based on the superhero joint.
Oh, Diabolical. Yes.
Yeah, I haven't watched that yet. How's that?
I watched like 4 episodes. I think you'll like it more than me because it's like. I like The Boys because it's kind of realistic still, but like that's like the over the top version. Like basically, what I get from it is like the people that they tested the little drug on that they didn't want. They ain't like their superpower, so they just kind of like discard them, and it's like the crazy stories with like the people with the random powers.
Okay, I'm gonna check it out. That
Yeah, I think you would like it.
to me. That sounds interesting enough to me.
Yeah.
Did you see what Jonathan Majors is supposed to be in the new Creed joint?
I saw Zay. Oh, sent that. Was that you or Zay?
I saw it on Twitter. It was probably Press Zay that I saw the like from.
Zay
I'm not
sent
gonna
it.
hold you, but what is he gonna be in this movie?
You said in the Rocky?
If you had to predict in this new Creed movie, who is he gonna be?
What's his name again? Clumber Lang, or is it Clumber?
Mr. T character?
Clumber Lang. I can't remember.
It's his son.
Maybe it's Mr. T's son. Everybody got a son, yo.
Take it another route, yo. Why y'all just gonna keep? They gonna keep fighting the sons, the juniors. Everybody got hands. Them sons don't come out like
Nobody
that.
grew up to
Jordan's
be a
son ain't
fighter.
come out like that. He wasn't hooping like that. The
Yeah.
sons ain't make it.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Still find another route, please. I hope he's not fucking Clubber Lang's son, though.
Yeah. Oh, he might. They might make it where it's like he.
Or maybe it's his like
nephew.
relative or something like
His
that.
nephew.
All right.
Well, the reason I assumed it's gonna be his son is because I think the initial rumor was they wanted to get Deontay Wilder and have him play Clubber Lang's son. So that's the only reason I'm assuming they're still rolling with that premise, but they got like a real actor.
Some of
My
Michael.
niggas would still want to see it regardless. Like, it's going to be over the top, but it's like I still want
I'm
to see
still
it.
gonna watch it.
regardless.
I'm just talking shit. I just don't want to
Niggas
see
still
that. I just
gonna-
want you to come up with something.
Ain't that nigga a good ass actor? You remember the Five Bloods?
Facts.
I was about
I
to
love
cry,
Jonathan
yo.
Majors.
When the nigga got off the grenade and he started crying with the slow
man.
tear, I'm like, oh,
He's
this
a
nigga about
good-ass
to be on his
actor.
Denzel shit, yo.
That was his like
Yeah,
intro
I'm
for
like-
at least us. For his mainstream intro.
Niggas
I
start
don't know what he was
sweating
doing
and shit.
before
I'm
that.
like, oh, this nigga is crazy.
Nah, he's
Remember
a
the part
cold
where he
ass
had to
actor.
run from the grenade,
Yeah.
yo, and got the hug
They
from
had
his
to
pops?
pull him off that.
Yo, I
joint.
was like, that shit should. I'm
Nigga said, don't move, don't move. Nigga,
Come here, son.
Had to tie
Come
him
here,
up.
son. Delroy was
Walked the
tripping in
rope
that
back.
movie.
Delroy was-
Yo, I know you saw the Five
PTSD.
Bloods, right? That's
The
like one of my favorite
PTSD.
Spike Lee films, like, period. Like,
Yo, when he was coming down the Soul Train line.
and we got to watch that with Pop Pop. He was like, oh, man, that used to be the jam back in the day.
Delroy Lindo is shaking off in the club, yo.
Going
With
in.
the old head moves. I'm like, oh, wow.
Yeah, I had the sturdy movement.
That was a good
yesterday
movie,
like
bro.
that. My movement was sturdy like that as well yesterday.
Nothing wrong with that.
Nah, man. Jonathan Majors, I'm still gonna watch it regardless. Some of Michael B. Jordan's best work,
Yeah.
in my opinion. That's his best work. Everything else is just not good to me.
Yeah, not so much. Said not like these.
Not
like these.
like these.
Not like these.
Please.
Yo.
Never like this. It's never like this with him, yo. But I wanted to talk about this for so long. People have probably already seen the picture of Ray Lewis in the Kurt Warner movie, right? You seen the picture
Yeah.
of him in that?
Yeah.
So I decided to watch the Kurt Warner movie. I
Yo.
paid $3.99 to rent this movie. This may be one of the most incredible white stories that I've ever seen in my life.
Yo, when you called me, you said like 36 stories about the nigga. I'm like, wait, what? Come
How
on, yo.
much did Kurt Warner go through in life?
Kurt Warner
nigga?
has been through everything
Holy
just from a phone
shit.
conversation with you.
Forced, though. He didn't have to go through any of this shit. This was all his doing.
Oh, okay.
This wasn't some situation he put, like, you know how most people, especially black people in general, like as far as what they end up going through in their life to get them to the NFL, it's not for, they didn't want to go through that.
Yeah.
They was just forced into that. Kurt Warner, some reason, he was at like I don't know if it was a junior college or a D3 school or something like that, coming out. He decided he could make it to the NFL. He felt like he should be able to make it to the NFL, which is respectable.
Mm-hmm.
I understand that. Somehow, he's at a bar. Matter of fact, before I say that, he learns how to fucking do the little country line dancing and shit
Okay.
from a black man in, I think, Iowa is where they at. Where the fuck is this black man at? I don't believe that story at all.
It's a line dancing black man.
I don't believe that shit. I don't
It's
believe
niggas
it.
everywhere, yo.
I don't know where they was at, or I just don't believe it. Shout out to Iowa. I don't know what kind of hoods y'all got out there, so I don't want to be disrespectful to y'all, but I don't believe that.
Came
That
up
he
with
learned
the
how to do
rodeo
it from
dance.
one of his football homies.
Yo, I remember though. That's
One of his
how you know
football
you being
homies.
closed minded. Because I remember you
You know
said
what I
you
am.
went to Texas and you went to a rodeo and you
You
told
right.
me it was black people. I was like,
It was wild
there's
black
no way in
people.
hell it was black people riding bulls
With
and
big
shit.
fucking hats
and Rich
on,
was like, no, that's really a culture.
big ass
And I was like,
belts.
damn, I didn't
It was
know.
real.
I was small minded.
So you're right.
Vince had just posted something about him, like being, I think might have been hosting whatever the rodeo joint they was at.
Word.
Talking about Jay Prince. And he was
Wow.
Oh, then let me shut the
Best
fuck up.
focus he's had, yo.
Nah, that's all respect.
It's Texas, yo.
But anyway,
We was ignorant to the times.
Kurt Warner meets a bartender there. This is how he met his wife. He's still married to this lady, so I gotta believe the story is real.
Okay.
But it just seemed too fantastic. She had 2 kids, right? Mm-hmm. Out of a marriage situation happened. She was divorced with the 2 kids. She decided to let him know the first day. So Kurt Warner, she runs off after she tells him on the first day that he meets her. Kurt Warner decides, I'm going to just pop up at her crib. How he found out where the crib was, I don't know. They don't really tell you in the story. But he knew where her crib was. So he pops up and he meets the kids. One of the kids is partially blind. He can't really see. It's to the point where he can't move without
Damn,
anybody
this nigga
else.
had the most traumatic life.
And the
of all
other one's
time.
like a daughter or something like that. But she's okay, I think, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
You know, he sits on the bathroom floor with the blind kid and talks to him for hours. As he's meeting the family, he just pops up over there.
Might just be a good dude, yo.
Good dude. I respect
Might just
it.
be a good dude,
But
yo.
he was also poor. What are you doing? You're doing a lot right now. So he decides to go ahead and try to make it to the NFL.
Wait, did he just need a place to stay?
Yes. It seems like that. It seems like that with Kurt Warner. Yo. I don't know what Kurt was doing, but Kurt was.
Well, he made up in the end.
yeah, nigga won the Super Bowl, yo.
Yo, that's why he's still with
It
you.
just
You
was
gotta
so
follow him
fantastic.
now, dude.
The only other story I gotta tell is when their powers. So he decides to move in with her, right?
Yeah.
And he don't got no job.
Yeah.
He's still trying to make it to the league, but he's playing arena football, and it's just not kicking like it should be. So the power is about to go out at their crib, and it's the coldest day ever in this city, is how they worded it. This is supposed to be the coldest day ever at this time. So he's like, yo, hey, we got to drive to mom's house. And meaning his mom's house, because we don't have no power. So he loads the kids up. Again, one of the kids is blind and shit. The other one is just a daughter, and it's a wife. Or I don't know if they married at this point. I can't remember. But either way, this becomes his wife. Mm-hmm. They're driving. Some point, I guess Kurt forgot to fill up. It's the coldest day ever in this city. The car breaks down.
Damn.
Like,
yo.
so he has to
Nigga
pull
catch
over.
a win.
And he like, yo, I gotta go run back. But she was like, put the next gas station was like 3 or 4 miles back. This nigga had like a hoodie on. I was like, this nigga Kurt ran.
He just got up
in the coldest day in Iowa for 3 miles
I'll be back, babe.
to get gas. How? How did no one die? I don't believe that.
Fall out of Hollywood cat, yo.
Fam, yo, I don't believe that. Oh, you know they ain't happening that way, Kurt.
That shit was a half a mile up the street.
Stop playing. You know it was a half mile, quarter mile. It was walkable distance. You didn't even have to run briskly.
You had to go a whole mile.
Stop playing. You would have died.
That's why it's good to be alive when they tell you a biopic, yo.
Yeah.
You could be Superman, yo.
Yeah,
Facts, man. They had this man looking crazy, but he did make it. He made it to the game. You know, they showed a game where they play against Ray Lewis. That is the funniest shit, man.
He looked like, I think I said it on the pod before, he looked like our old kick returner, yo. Jermaine Sharper or what? I mean, Jermaine Lewis.
Jermaine Lewis, yeah.
Jermaine Lewis. He looked just like him, yo. He was lean. Like, if you look up a picture of that nigga, he looked just like him, yo.
Kurt Warner gotta stop it, man. Gotta stop it. You exaggerated some of them stories. I don't believe none of all of them jokes.
He just stiff on.
You ain't go through all that.
Stiff on Ray Lewis in there.
You ain't go through all that, yo. No, he figured Ray Lewis out. He got, you know how it is. They was aggressive towards him at first, and then he figured Ray Lewis out. Oh no, I just got to keep playing my game.
Back then, Ray Lewis was a menace.
No, he did beat the shit out of us though. That game was real.
Oh, all right,
it was a live game. They beat the hell out
this?
of us.
I don't remember that.
Fried the shit out of us. Yo. He was throwing all over top of us. That's the year they won a Super Bowl.
Yeah, when Marshall Faulk and all them.
It was cold.
Okay,
he had a good ass team.
that was like 2000 or 2001 or something.
It was definitely before 2000 because we won in 2000.
Or 90? Was it 99 then?
I think
It was after. It might have been after, a little bit after.
No, I think it was 99.
Because I'm thinking about the cover because they put Marshall Faulk.
Yeah,
on the
when
cover
did they
the
win?
next year.
Was it before or after us?
Before.
Okay.
Oh, so
then
it
I
was
might be wrong. My
99 then.
bad. No, I respect him though. It's a game. I'm not gonna hold you. I was watching some highlights with Dad a little earlier, and we saw when the Steelers beat the Cardinals in the Super Bowl, and we saw how Santonio Holmes caught that back.
That was
pass.
amazing. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm not gonna lie to you. It still
That's
looked
one
like
of
he
the-
didn't catch it. To this day, I don't believe he caught that ball.
Really, I think you just have a disdain towards the Steelers that's so deep. Because that was amazing. Like, that was
I don't
like
think
an
it was.
entertaining football game. You remember they had them both on the cover of Madden the next year.
do both toes have to touch?
Yes.
It looked to me as though the other toe rested upon the other foot and never touched them, and he hit the ground.
I didn't look at the
There's no way to do
I didn't
that.
analyze the feet.
Me and Dad watched it the whole time they were showing the highlights, and we were still saying they didn't catch that. They didn't catch that. They don't deserve that Super Bowl. That should be the Larry Fitz. Larry Fitz deserved that.
Larry
Super
Fitz
Bowl.
was nice, yo.
He deserved that.
Yeah, he definitely was. He retired last year?
Yeah.
That's a long career, bro.
No, he was balling for a minute, man. He was on like the early college
I
football
think he was in
games.
the college with our godbrother. Around the same time, I remember he said
Was
he
he?
met him.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
I just wouldn't drop because, but like, yeah, he said he definitely met yo.
We're going to definitely have the God Bro through at some point.
We need you through.
He's a legend.
Yeah, legendary individual
He's
as well.
doing good stuff out there, man. Been going to the Ravens game since the beginning of time, though. He be antagonizing the crowd as well, which is
Yeah.
what I love about him,
Yeah.
because he will start roasting.
But they not going to play with him, yo.
No, nobody
They're not
is.
going to play with him, yo.
He's
He's
a little bit
He's
bigger.
too big, yo.
He's a
and
little
he
bit-
look like
you
he
don't
in
wanna do
shape,
that.
yo.
Yeah, you don't
Straight
wanna
out,
do
you
that.
out.
You don't want to do
You
that.
start falling asleep.
Nah, we catch the IPAs before each game. He got me onto the IPAs for sure. That
I
was where
told
my game
you
came
one
from.
of my favorite football experiences was with us as a family was
That
when we
Raiders
went
game?
up to when we went to that when we went to World of Beer when it first opened for that Chargers game to get us into the playoffs.
I think was
Bro.
it Michael Lamont that came there with me.
I think both of them came. No, it was
both?
Lamont.
It was Lamont?
It was Lamont for sure. Lamont,
Salute to my
you, everybody.
Yeah, we
Dad,
smacked in there.
bro, Dad was just
Somebody
looking
got
at
a
us
big
and he was
pretzel
geeking.
too. It's like, what are y'all doing? Who got
Drinking
the big pretzel?
all kind of strange IPA beers, bro. Like, yo, it was like chocolate beers and random stuff. Like,
Just
yo,
looking
I'm
for
gonna
the
have to go to the
strongest
bathroom like
alcohol
36
content.
times tonight.
Yeah, I just was looking for the strongest alcohol
Yeah.
content. Trying
they
that.
got-
I had one in one of like them sifter joints.
20% alcohol. Oh
Couldn't
yeah,
even
let me
drink
get one
that
of
right.
them.
Yeah, let me get all that.
Yeah, straight
He was
smack
in there,
though.
smacked Ravens.
That
one.
beer drunk is different too. Like it's like, I don't like it now though. It's too heavy, yo.
Yeah, man.
So we had some great music drop last week. I know we all kind of reconvened on it, so the songs are I guess kind of old right now. And via like taxing, like shit like that. But like 2 P's in a pod, bro. That Larry June and
Jay
Jay
Worthy.
Worthy.
Good joint,
How y'all
bro.
feel?
Good joint. That was a good album, man. I enjoyed the samples.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
samples,
That was what
they
it was
did a
built
good job
for.
with beat selection.
You told me that Jay Worthy does that, though. I didn't know he was on that type
that
sample
mixtape I
time.
sent you from like that was like 20, probably 16, 15.
I'd probably say She's Not Around is probably my
She's
favorite
not
joint.
around.
Too hard,
That's probably that. That's probably the
When
one.
she's not around.
That shit was crazy.
See, that's why I said it before on here. One of my favorite producers is Knowledge. Like the beats that he decides to rap on seems like it's in that lane. Like Knowledge.
Or
will just
maybe the
take a
next
hard
time. Maybe the
sample.
next time is hard too. Maybe the next time.
Yeah.
Maybe the next time.
Hey, yeah,
Maybe
baby.
the next time.
The next time is for real. Nigga,
Yo.
that's
Yo,
hard.
that sound is crazy.
That joint is, yeah.
The Jim Jones joint you was telling me about.
I don't
as well.
like Jimmy's verse. It sounds like he's rapping over a cell
He
phone.
definitely sent it to him.
Or he sent the vocals. I'm
When
like,
you-
bro,
when you
that,
told
that
me that,
album
I
is
didn't
too
peep it at
legendary
first,
to
'cause
be
I don't
like,
listen at the
did you
same
understand
level.
why I had that?
I don't know. Maybe he was trying to go for that. I don't know. All I know, I'm not gonna lie.
And it was louder than the beat. It was just like, yo, you
The
kind
song
of messed
was
up the
hard.
playing this, yo.
It was like way off.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I didn't even peep that.
yeah.
Yeah.
My man said, I know the game's been good to me. Nigga, that is the firest, yo.
No, it's hard. It's hard. It's definitely hard.
No, you really just
Buddy's
want
trip
my
was good, too.
loving time.
The Super Ghetto joint.
Yeah, Super Ghetto was fire, bro.
Yeah.
How
I
you
told you
started
about
with the
Buddy.
stripper joint, yo?
But I told you about
definitely taught
Buddy
me.
years ago, man.
I didn't know anything. I'm gonna be honest.
Didn't believe
I
in
didn't
him.
listen to him, and it was a smart rollout because if you watch Bel Air, and it's such an insignificant piece, but it's like I hadn't seen him in a while, and I think he came to like Jazz's like record store or something like that, and just dapped him up real quick.
Yeah.
And then Will Smith character was like, "Buddy," and this nigga album dropped like the next week. I'm like, "Yo, smart man, smart
Rollout
marketing."
Central. Okay.
And he literally was
I
like,
didn't
I'm
know
about
he
to
did
drop
all
the
that.
album. I just need a couple samples real quick. Give me some soulful shit. Something like basic. Like, I'm like, good job, guys.
Nah,
good job, guys.
He killed that joint.
Nah, it's fire, yo.
And the features on there was fire. Yo.
Fire.
Fire.
Did you
That
listen
Ari
to
Lennox joint is
crazy.
is one of the hardest songs out right now, period.
She actually got some good joints on that new Dreamville joint that came out.
For real?
that Great
How is that? I
Gangsta
didn't
Bill
tap into that
mixtape.
yet.
She got one joint on there. I think it's called Blackberry
What's it called?
Sap.
D-Day?
Yeah.
Blackberry Sap is wild. I was in the car feeling myself, son. That was dope.
I actually happen to be on like randomly. I tap into her live every now and then because it's crazy. But I actually was on randomly on. It was random as hell at the time. Me and my lady on the live when that song was like they were playing it and still trying to figure out if they wanted to add the at the end of that song they wanted to add what's the joint?
Yo, the
drums from Outkast. She was like, I don't want him on here.
A little trumpet joint.
Yeah. But that was supposed to be on it. It was on it originally, and they were going back and forth with it. She was playing that song. I was like, at that time, I was like, yo, this song is crazy hard. And that was months ago. You know?
And she had the joint called Coming Down. That song is hard. I'm not even going to try
Nah,
to
she's
tell
fine
you
with
about
everything.
it. I'm going to play it after the pause so you can hear what this immaculate piece of work sounds like.
No. She's fire with everything. Cause I even feel like on that last
They had
song,
G Perico on there too. I forgot about that.
G
I
Perico
did,
got
yeah.
love.
They definitely did.
That's my boy.
did.
Yo, G Perico,
And he
you're the
smoked.
guy, bro.
He's-
I've been
he's
talking
making
you
the
up for
moves.
years, yo.
And he been putting out little singles here and there still. He's
Yeah.
still doing it, man. Don't sleep on him. We've been talking about him for too long. Mike is definitely the one who brought
I've
it
been
to
I was the first G
forefront.
Perico stan,
I
bro.
never heard of him until Mike did it.
I remember Me and Milk, that song with him and Nipsey, where that's when he first started getting a little buzz.
Okay.
Like that little short song on, I can't remember what it was called though. His verse was hard, yo. Like, and he was super thug back then.
No, he had 2 releases recently now.
Yes.
Though. That Half a Bird joint.
Fire.
from-
Half a
with
Bird
him
is
and Dave
hard.
East. Shout out to Anita, yo, for putting that up on it. Because I didn't even know that came out.
I knew.
Until she
I
put
knew.
that up on Twitter. I had no idea.
Yeah.
And then Another League. Another League is hard too. Mm-hmm. He's doing a
Nah,
single
he just
thing.
be in his lane,
you know we
bro.
about to get another EP or something like that, or LP or something long. I want my man to come out with something real. So.
Nah, he's definitely just doing what he needs to in general. And again, we got to give Monroe Flow another shout out on that Scarred for Life. It's a joint on there called James Bond with Larry June. Please listen to that, y'all. Like I'm in the car though. So it's the way it's like one of those songs where the bass be hitting, but when it starts, they kind of like distorted the sound. So it's like when it hits perfectly. Like it's like when you know how it like just flip over and it's just like God.
That's always tough when you catch little
And then
things
Larry
like
June
that.
got the first verse, so it's like.
Yeah, that's even tough.
Yeah, Monroe Flow.
That's his song, though? It's Monroe Flow's song?
Monroe
Or it's
Flow
Larry
does
June?
the hook first.
Okay.
Larry June has a verse. It's like a weird a song as far as arrangement, because Larry June has a verse. Then like Monroe Flow does like a little chant and comes in and does his verse, and then Larry June does the same hook that Monroe Flow was doing in the beginning. So it's like that joint hard. You could tell they cousins like, yo, no, you say this now, yo, like, cause it's fire, bro.
That's fire, man.
Yeah.
But other than that, the only thing that kind of grew on me, and it's a song that's old now, but you heard the joint Scorpio by Moneybagg Yo?
No.
Where he rapping over the How's It Going Down beat?
Oh.
That joint? You heard that song?
Well, I've heard of it, but I haven't
I
listened
don't know
to
why that song is fuck. That shit
Fire.
blew on me OD. Like, I'll be listening to that song every day.
I mean, How's It Going Down is like one of the hardest beats of all time. Like anybody
But
can jump on
he
that.
flipped it well. It's all over the radio. It's a popular song, super popular song. But that one just, I don't know. I don't know why that one stuck out. Because I don't usually like the popular music.
Nah, I told you, like, sometimes them tracks catch you. Like that NBA Youngboy Nevada, that's still one of the hardest songs.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
yo.
That's a good point.
Yo, especially when I saw Phoenix, like their team, like dancing to it, like I was like, yo, that song is really fire. Like, this is one of those songs that's just like, it just sounds good.
Yeah, man. Outside of that, the music tip, I haven't really been listening to too much new stuff other than what we just mentioned, which is a little good compass of what we listen to anyway.
Yeah.
Oh, I do like that. Whatever that song is, that little glide dance they be doing, though. The young boys be doing that.
Oh yeah, that's why I was trying to ask y'all if that was with the club mix.
Yo, like,
yo,
that's a
club mix. I can't find it anywhere, and I'm like, I want it.
Niggas be getting it in with the slide
That
feet.
joint actually fire.
We couldn't figure out how to do
The
it.
name of it, yo.
Exactly, and we not on the talk, man.
Yeah.
Nobody's on the talk in
Too old.
this room.
Way too old.
It's too much
Talking
work.
at my age.
That's
We
like
do
kids and like women, they love that.
Your
joint.
time
They
is
do,
That's the only
man.
time I see
I was in a
I think
talk.
it was in
I was
the-
definitely in somebody's talk for sure. I definitely got talked.
I've never been talked, I don't think.
made one just that for business reasons, but I don't use it like unless like my lady send me something and I'm like, oh okay, that's mad funny. It's a lot of stuff happening on there.
That shit been out for mad long. We sound like old ass niggas though, still talking about it. But I want my cousins to teach me how to do something. One of my cousins know how to do that. How we do that move, cuzzo?
Hey, baby, I
Teach
need
me
you to
that.
just do it real clean and let me just be
and just
old
let me
on the
see.
background and
Or
shit.
that.
Bro, that joint is a modern day moonwalk.
Yeah.
That joint hard.
That joint is crazy.
Nah, I'll tell you something. I ain't even gonna lie.
We was trying to learn how to do it at the wedding, yo, but nobody could figure it out quite right, so we didn't want to mess up, yo. We didn't want to mess up, yo. The legs don't move the same.
But you remember when we used to be at the bar, 18 to like 20?
Hell yeah.
And it would be people trying to shake off in there, like doing their I can't feel it in the air. Like, yo, bro, you about to tear something, yo. You got to work in the morning, bro. It's not our time no more.
How many ACL tears came from club dance?
How many ACL tears came from Baltimore club dance, bro? It's got to be some.
Questions that need answers.
Yeah. Those moves you got to be in shape to do that. That's not normal dance.
Yeah, I'm so comfortable doing this shit. I love podcasting and shit, man.
Oh, yeah.
The shit that we do is just fun to do. It just feels organic. Salute to Bruce Willis, too, man.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, and I got to say, Isaiah, I need you one more time, bro. Like, with the Oscars, we should have gave Sam Jackson a shout out. Because I didn't even know he won an Oscar, and I don't know what for. What did he win an Oscar for?
Basically won like the honorary, it's like a lifetime achievement joint.
Ah.
It's hard, yo.
I saw you watching this show on there, yo. We got Sam everywhere, man.
No, Tyler Me Gray, The Last Days of Tyler Me Gray is like one of the best shows right now, yo. And it's like not a lot going on, but yeah, my bad.
I was just saying, to me, like, I know everybody wants the best actor or actress award or best, like, director. Of course, well, that's different. But I'm talking about for the actors. But to me, like, winning a lifetime achievement, it's like dope.
Yeah.
So it's like, yo, they said, yo, all right,
put in
listen,
work,
man, you've been putting in so much work. And I don't even like awards, stuff like that, but listen, people want to be recognized by their peers. And
Pulp Fiction didn't win an Oscar?
It's respectable.
I don't know, for just Sam Jackson.
Yeah,
himself.
just himself. I get you.
And then they give like if you go on Wikipedia, because I'm into all that type of stuff. So I was like, who are all the people that be winning and stuff like that? They give like like a quote for basically explaining why you want it, and the quotes be mad hard. I like his because it was like basically like a global icon. And so like his joint was hard when you read it. I showed it to y'all after. Like Spike Lee had basically inspiring like independent filmmakers and he won his. Like it be giving like little reasons why like the impact you had. To me, that's the best award.
Yeah.
That one is hard.
And Samuel L. Jackson deserved that shit, bro.
Yo.
He's fire.
Yeah.
Fire.
Legendary.
And him and Denzel embracing to give the award, bro.
Bro, he was even in Goodfellas and got clapped randomly. Like he's been in so many movies,
been around
yo.
for a minute.
Didn't he drive like a milk truck or something and mess up a delivery and got smoked or something? Like it was real quick.
It was when they was trying to like catch him on. They was just like causing mayhem.
Oh yeah. You right.
Yeah. Coming to America, like Sam Jack resume is crazy.
Oh man, the McDonald's scene.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
I know they made oh my gosh, popular. I can't think of his name in
Sam Jack
in the comic book movies. What's his name in the comic book joints? But anyway,
Unbreakable.
No, all of them. His man.
Nick Fury. Nick
Fury was made after they made it based off of Samuel Jackson.
And Nick Fury, a white man in the comics. He's a white man.
Character. He is the character.
Yeah. Nick Fury, and he about to be on this home invasion.
And he's killing it. I totally forgot he was. That's how he be in so much shit, yo. I forgot he was in the MCU,
Facts.
yo. And you're an important character, yo.
Nick Fury. He put the Avengers together.
Yeah,
nigga. Like
literally.
Yeah.
And they made it based on Samuel Jackson.
He just see a random nigga.
The coldest,
he see a random nigga come from Mars.
Coldest, yo.
I think you should talk to me for a minute because I could probably tell you something you need to know.
Put respect on Sam Jack's name, man. Whenever you see
his dialogue is always
he's the coolest actor of all time, too. Yo.
He's killed every role. I seen him in like a random movie with the guy that was from Idiocracy. He was like a mass murderer or some shit like that. The movie was wild, but I couldn't stop watching because Sam Jack was killing it.
Yeah,
he was killing the movie.
He killed a lot of shit.
I hate Jumper though. That was a bad movie.
Jumper was he had a streak of bad movies. Because Snakes on a Plane was wild too. I'm like, why do you even take this? I think he just was like, I've been in so many established films at this point.
Try something. Like,
yeah, because you already had Jackie Brown, Pulp Fiction.
He was still good in those movies. He was still good in those movies.
Part of
the
movies
was just shit. Like, they don't have nothing to do with Sam.
The story is bad.
That's why he deserved that award. You just said lifetime achievement.
Yeah,
that takes skill.
If I'm not mistaken, I don't know how to word it, but like as an actor, he's been in as an actor, total grossing films, like he's been like this the highest.
I believe that. Yeah. He done been in everything.
Yeah, because you gotta think about it. The Marvel joints, he's been in like movies that make $1 billion consistently. Yo. Yeah, it's not even close. Like if he was a pay-per-view fighter,
he played Chris Rock's dad. He played Chris Rock's dad in that new Saw joint.
Really?
Sam Jackson?
I didn't even know he was in that Spiral or whatever it was.
Spiral.
Damn. Shout out Sam Jack.
Shout out Sam Jack, yo.
Yeah.
And Will Smith, the guy. Will Smith deserves it.
Yeah, Will Smith the guy.
Been putting in work forever.
Yeah, he the guy too. He the guy.
Even though we talked about the accent, he smoked that role as King.
Yeah,
he did whatever he needed to do.
And that's what
I just didn't know that was his voice. I had no idea.
And that's what his pop sounded like. So he probably just,
But yeah, I was saying before you got into into that, just I don't know what's going on with him, but Bruce Willis, I think, going through some shit right now.
Oh yeah, they say he retired from acting. Shout out Bruce Willis, yo. You the guy,
but it's
bro.
for health reasons. It's like
I don't know what it is.
Shit. Like the niggas sounding bad. Like niggas is praying for Bruce Willis.
Oh really?
Is what I'm saying. Wow. Yeah.
I thought it was just something that messed with his cognitive ability, where it was like I don't know. It's because I think it was his daughter or somebody. Oh, it's bad right now.
From what they were saying, that's what I thought I was reading on there. I could be wrong.
Prayers up for Bruce Willis.
Hopefully, I didn't put that voodoo on Bruce. I hope if anything, I hope I didn't put it on you. But if so, prayers to you, Bruce. So. And
you was like my third favorite character in Pulp Fiction, bro. And that's like my favorite movie. Anybody that knows that's a high regard for that movie because it's a lot of cool not cool, but just memorable characters in that film.
He a real one for slicing son up for Ving Rhames, though.
Yeah.
He ain't had to do that.
He went back.
Yeah, he could have
just left the pawn shop, yo. Yeah. He went back like, nah, yo, that stuff too sinister. I'm going back downstairs and handling
those guys got to be eradicated.
Yeah. And he squashed the beef. He was like, we good? We good.
Mm-hmm. Had to. Yeah, this was the beef is squashed at that point. Yo. You can't release this info at all.
Marcellus Wallace, yo.
Caught my man.
He went through mad stuff, yo. Marcellus
what
Wallace.
What type of games are being played? How's it going?
My man Marcellus Wallace got in a crazy car accident. Then they was running, shooting at each other. Went in the pawn shop and all that happened, bro. It's a wild movie, yo.
I just picture the nigga Jerome from Snowfall saying it, yo, on that scene. I don't know why. He'd be like, yeah, they squabbling. Yo, I don't know why I pictured that on that part right there, yo. That's funny as hell. Should look at Snowfall, man. Snowfall is one of my favorite shits. But yeah, well, I don't really got much else, man. Where we at with it?
We got 207, Coach Class Podcast, episode 207. We always gotta say rest in peace to Big Reese.
Yeah, man. We'll see y'all next week. I don't really got nothing else after that. I usually have a nice little thing to say at the end. Did I think anything? Nah, we good. We'll see y'all next week.
They asked me what I'm coaching, right? I said, bro, I'm coaching life. I said, bro, I'm coaching life. They asked me what I'm coaching, right? I said, bro, I'm coaching life. I said, bro, I'm coaching life.